Hey, my name is Matt Satterfield. I was at LIT at Raven Gap last year. And Drew, I just wanted to ask you, how do you think the transition from Chalky to Raven Gap will be?
Another great question. Thanks, Matt. And it's one that I get asked quite often. And one of the best answers is I'm not quite sure of everything that's going to happen. There's so many variables, so many details out there right now. It's going to become a lot more real here in a couple weeks when we go over to Chalky, take a couple U-Haul trailers and bring back every program supply that we have at camp. Which the exciting part is it's going to add to the arsenal of program supplies that we have for Raven Gap next year. So the first stage is getting everything from Chalky back over to Raven Gap, and then it becomes the tough issue of staff, and that's the one I'm not looking to at all. Telling a lot of staff that there's just not room for them at camp. But I don't want staff to worry about that right now because it's out of your hands, and you know as well as I do that if you're meant to be at camp, you're going to be at camp, and if you're not, then God's got other plans for you and you're going to be able to serve with what you've learned at camp. I'm very excited though about the challenges before us, the opportunities before us. There's going to be a lot of changes, a lot of good changes, a lot of things I've talked to Raven Gap staff about that they would like to see differently and some input. Been working real closely in the office with both Ryan and Kelly, who were at Gap last year, working on daily schedules, working on a couple new things that I think is going to make the merger really great for all three sites involved, and it's going to be a great time. So I'm really excited about that aspect and really excited about seeing the camper numbers increase for the following year at Raven Gap.
Hi, I'm Abby Lemons, aka Jenny Weasley, and I was an LIT at Raven Gap last summer. I have two questions for Ken. My first question is, how can fifth skill help benefit the runnings of camp? And my other question is, how can I get some muscles like yours?
All right, I was going to answer a couple of questions for you. One of them was, how can the fifth skill benefit camp? It's something I saw that Brandon and Andy had done I thought was brilliant. Couple things. How can it benefit camp? I'll tell you, first off, it's great technology because you guys can sit there and basically have a session with these guys and learn some things about camp. Staff training, for instance. That's one of the things that we cram it in right before camp, and it always is difficult because you have so much going on and so little time. I think it can help us spread out the train a little bit, and I was just telling the guys, right down to filling out hiring papers. I know you cringe at that. You can get a mortgage for less signatures than we ask you to put on your staff application and all your paperwork. So it can be a great benefit because it's going to be able to, we will be able to get to you and give you more information over time versus having to cram it all in a couple of sessions. You know, we have a 100-question test. I'd love to go over those answers with you. And we don't give you a test just to give you a test. Just know this, we're trying to set you up for success and not failure. We're trying to make sure that when kids come to camp that you're trained and you understand exactly what to do. Emergency codes, keeping kids safe, a whole bunch of stuff. So that was one of the questions, was how can we use fifth skill? Again, brilliant idea. We definitely want to use it, and you'll hear more about that later. The other question was, how can I get muscle like yours? Well, I will tell you this, it's been a long time since I've worked out hard, but you guys, most of you guys, and I've had many staff members that said, Mr. O'Kell, I'm going to be bigger than you, and it's happened.
Okay, so we're back here at the ropes course down at Lake Burton, and that was Drew's second question of the night, and he was talking about what his transition is going to be like from Chalky to Raven Gap. And so he thinks in general it's going to be a good, fun change for everybody, not to worry, even though we're having to squeeze a lot of people into few positions.
Yeah.
That means there's going to be a lot more potential for like a better staff and better things to be happening. So there's nothing to be worried about. We're going to get the cream of the crop.
Exactly. Like Drew said, you know, if you're meant to be at camp, you're meant to be at camp. You'll be there. So guys, don't worry about it. Just take it easy. Just chill. And Ken made a lot of great points about fifth skill. We really appreciate everything he did for us this past weekend, and everything that he hopes to do for us in the future. Like he said, he wants to kind of use fifth skill as a training tool for all you guys and help out the staff and upcoming ALAs to learn a few more things. And you know, about the muscles, you know, I mean, I think Ken works harder than anybody else here. I mean, I know he works harder than me. I don't have to show what he's got, but you know,
he just does work.
He does work.
He's a triple whopper.
Triple Whopper. That's the best way to put it. I'm sitting there, Junior Bacon Whopper. Anyway, so thanks Ken, thanks Drew for your responses, and guys, keep staying tuned. We got 2 more questions coming at you later on in the show.
Hold on, man. I'm getting a little bit hungry.
You getting hungry?
How about you? Could you eat right now? I think I'm trying to eat.
Who better to cook us some food than the man himself, Chef LeBleu?
Here we go. Les enfants de la patrie. Ah, bonjour, je m'appelle Chef LeBleu. I am so happy you have come to my kitchen. I will show you how to make the best camp food we have. I make all of your camp food already. If you did not know, my name is Chef LeBleu, and I'm about to show you how to make one of the finest delicacies I've ever seen before. It is called popcorn and whipped cream. I do not know if you have heard of this. This is very French, but it is very good as well. So let's begin the cooking. This is something you can do at camp. So be excited for the popcorn and whipped cream. Here, you come with me. We come up and we get a bag of popcorn. You take the bag of popcorn out and very carefully flap the wings out like so. Make it flat. Very flat, like the Eiffel Tower when it's sideways. Very flat. And then you come up to your microwave. Open it. And you must cook about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That is enough to make the popcorn. 2 minutes and 30 seconds later. Welcome back, our popcorn is ready! Ah, fantastic! Le meilleur popcorn. Orville Redenbock. Very good popcorn. The finest. Like Le Bleu. So you take your popcorn and you pour it into the bowl. This is enough. And here is the French touch to it. Whipped cream. Hence the name popcorn and whipped cream. So we come into our oven. And we get out the whipped cream. Keeps the whipped cream fresh. So, oh! I've almost forgotten. A spoon from the freezer. You always must keep your spoon in the freezer. Otherwise it will go bad. So, you take the whipped cream. And put it all over the popcorn. Very nice. And then, bon appetit. Mmm. It's very good. Very good. Mmm. So bon. Très bon. Très bon. Oh, it's so good. I love popcorn. This is the Chef LeBleu. Excuse me. This has been Chef LeBleu. Until next time, bon appetit, all my American friends.
Man, oh man. Chef LeBleu. That man knows how to cook. I mean, he puts Darlene and Claudette to shame. Emerald's got nothing on that man.
Definitely
So
does.
keep it up, Chef LeBleu. I'm going to be calling you up to cook me a few more meals.
Just kidding about that, Claudette and Darlene. Okay, but for now, we have to go back and see the results of what's happening with the Gotcha Championship.
Dude, I gotta know.
I hear it's close.
I think it's on almost to the final 2.
Well, let's head it back up to Andy Valentino and Pat Rodriguez. Here you go, boys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome back to ESPN The O Show. This is Andy Valentino here.
And this is Pat Rodriguez. Now we're here for the World Gotcha Championships. This is the final round between the 2 final players. We have Zaza Petararco and Julius Irving. Now, what do you think about this, Andy?
Well, it's Zaza Pachulia for one, and you know, these competitors are definitely the two best in the league. You know, they've been fighting for years now, and they're real competitors, and you know, it's really a toss-up to who wins between Zaza and Julius. And you know, they're battling it out. They've been going for about 3 hours now. They're dripping in sweat. You know, it's really incredible to watch these 2 play.
You know, we've seen a lot of luck. We've seen a lot of skill. who will have the willpower in the end? Now, let's see.
This is going to be an incredible finish. Julius to the line.
Oh, and it's off the rim. Zaza tries the shot.
Zaza with a weak shot.
He seems to lack the willpower right now.
No, he doesn't have the
after he
willpower
just
at all.
shoots one off the back.
And Julius makes the change. Julius Irving with the win. With the win. Now let's go talk to Zaza Petrarco. Petrulia, Zaza, how do you feel about losing to Julius Irving like that?
Well, you know, Andy, it doesn't seem like we're going to get much of a response out of this loser. Let's go talk to Julius Irving.